It's October. It's October. I feel like I'm not festive enough for this video. My bookshelf is, but I'm not. I'll be back. Da-da-da. I'm ready. This isn't even a scarf, but it's perfect. Hey, hi, hello. My name's Danielle, and it is officially October. Such a great month. Not my favorite. I'm sorry. That's gotta go to Christmas. But I do love October. I love the fall season. And you know what October means? October means Halloween. And Halloween means all the spooky things. So me and Halloween have had a bit of a complicated relationship, to say the least. It's not that I don't like it, because I love this time of year. I love October. I love the Halloween feel of everything. But not the biggest fan of Halloween. I like celebrating the things that go along with Halloween. I like doing everything except Halloween. I don't know where I was going with that. But I do love October-ish things. I love Halloween-ish things. So I have a lot of things that I'm gonna be doing this month that have to do with Halloween. I'm gonna be reading books, I'm gonna be watching movies, I'm gonna be doing stuff. I'm so excited, and I'm gonna tell you all of them. So this isn't really a TBR video, but I am gonna be showing you the books that I'm going to be attempting to read this month, so it kind of is a TBR video. But it's not, okay? So what's happening? What's going on? Now, I wish I could stand here and tell you that I was gonna be doing a vlog-a-ween type thing, where I post a video every single day. I can't do that, okay? I'm not capable of doing that yet. Maybe sometime in the future. But I will be joining in on a lot of events that I've just sort of found and accumulated. This is itchy, I'm taking this off. And I'm gonna be going through all of those. So the first few are gonna have to do with movies. So if you wanna watch along with me, you can. And most likely I'm going to be doing something like live tweeting or live reaction videos on my Instagram story. So, with that being said, you should go follow me on Twitter and Instagram for sure. First, what I'm gonna be doing is I am definitely going to be watching all the movies that Freeform has got going on their channel this month. They do have a 13 Days of Halloween special where they'll play multiple movies throughout the day for just those 13 days, but I'm sure they're playing other movies that have to do with Halloween the rest of the month. Most of those movies on there, I'll list them right here, I'm gonna be watching. And I mean, they repeat themselves, so I'm not gonna be watching them every single time they air. I will let you know what ones I'm going to be watching. I am definitely going to be watching things like Hocus Pocus, Addams Family, Halloween Town. Those are some of my favorite kid Halloween movies. Stuff like that. But along with that, I am also going to be joining in on the 24-hour-a-thon movie edition that is hosted by Kelly's Book Spill and Dylan the Reader, and this is going to be taking place on October 28th of this month. They're going to be watching things like The Conjuring, Casper, Scream, Practical Magic. They got a whole array of different movies that they're all gonna try to watch in one day, and I'm gonna try to participate as much as possible in that too. So you can check out their channels, I'll link it down below for all the details. I'm excited, I love it, I love it. And I feel like there's another movie watch along that I'm forgetting about, but if I remember it, I'll link it down below or right there. There you go. That's what it's called. I'm stupid that I forgot about it. On the reading side of things, I have a couple events that I'll be joining there too. The first one being the Quarterly Book Club. Now, every 3 months of the year, something like that, yeah. Math? Okay. They pick a book and they read it and they get together, and I'm not really sure when that's going to be happening this month, but their book is going to be Nevernight by Jay Kristoff, which I don't currently have, but if I can get my hands on it, definitely going to be reading that this month. I've never read Jay Kristoff before, but these covers are so beautiful. Oh my goodness, like it took me by shock when I first saw it. So that's a thing. And then I'm also going to be participating in the Readathon by Zoe, which is a 24-hour readathon hosted by Read by Zoe, and this is the Halloween edition, which is going to be on October 14th. Now this one I've done before, and I vlogged it, and I definitely plan on vlogging it again, and I'm kind of nervous because I almost broke myself doing that readathon. But we're gonna do it again, and it's gonna be a spooky Halloween edition. I am so excited. But in order to do readathons and stuff like this, I have to have books that I'm gonna read, so now it is time to show you the books that I'm going to be hopefully trying to read this month. I've got classics, I've got old books, I've got new books, I've got a contemporary thrown in there. So let's get into it. So the first one I have to show you is one that I'm reading for class. You've probably already seen me show this book. It is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, but this week we're actually supposed to be finishing it, so I'm probably already done with this book by the time I post this video. Even though it looks huge, it's actually, there's just a bunch of cultural studies and different things. So even though it looks long, it's actually only this long. But if you don't know anything about this book, it's probably not what you're expecting from what you know just from pop culture, because it definitely wasn't what I was expecting. It's set in the Gothic time period, so like 1800s. It's more on the older traditional side of writing style. And honestly, that doesn't make me hate the book. I actually like it more because it wasn't what I was expecting, but it's still just as good. And what's crazy to think about is how much it's changed and how we think of it when we hear Frankenstein. It's not like that really at all. Basically, Dr. Frankenstein, it's not the monster, it's the doctor that makes him, makes this creature, and he's kind of freaked out by it the second he makes it, and runs away and kind of ditches the creature. And it's kind of just what goes on in both of their lives during this time. Really good though, and it's not that long. It's less than 200 pages, so I definitely suggest you pick it up if you're looking for a classic that also has Halloween vibes to it. The next book I'm definitely going to be reading this month really has nothing to do with Halloween, but it's coming out this month, and that is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I love John Green. Who doesn't? If you don't like if you've never read John Green, pick up any of his books and you will like it. A lot of people tend to like Fault in Our Stars, but my favorite is probably Looking for Alaska. But anyway, Turtles All the Way Down. This book comes out October 10th, I believe. I've already pre-ordered it, so as soon as it comes out, it's going to be in my lap and I'm going to be reading it. It kind of sounds like a mystery at first, like a detective story, but it seems to be a book more about mental health. So I'm really excited for this book. It's been a while. It's been 5 years, so thanks, John. I'll see you soon, Hank. Another book I'm hoping to pick up this month is going to be Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I've already read this book, but I haven't seen the movie yet, and I want to watch the movie this month, which means I want to reread this book first, watch the movie. I don't have the rest of the books, so I'm not going to be continuing on with the series this month, but maybe soon in the future. We'll see. So if you don't know anything about this book, it's really good. It's basically about this orphanage of kids that have peculiar abilities. That's all I'm going to say about it. Pick it up if you haven't already. The next book I'm going to be picking up, hopefully, is Flowers in the Attic by V.C. Andrews. This is the first book in a huge series. It was written in 1979. I don't really know what to expect. All I know is that my mother read it when she was younger, so I'm going to be trying it out once and for all. Flowers in the Attic just kind of gives me, even the cover, kind of gives me a spooky Halloween feel, so I'm kind of hoping that's what it's about. But I'm pretty sure she's described it to me before as more of a mystery, kind of like Nancy Drew novels, you know, but with these kids. So that's what I'm going off of, and I'm hoping that it'll fit right in with the rest of my books for this Halloween. The next book I'm going to be reading is one that I've already picked up. I've read a few pages of, but I immediately decided I needed to save it for this month. And that book is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. This is another classic, and it's really, really short. I got through the first, I don't even know. That's okay, because I'm going to be starting it over anyway, but I did read the first few pages, caught me immediately. I wanted to read another classic, so this is the one I'm going to be going with. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with this person has split personality disorder. I wouldn't be surprised if this is another Gothic era romantic book. 1886, yeah, that sounds about right, Gothic. So it's definitely got a horror type feel, and it's short. So I'm hoping to read it. So the next book, I just picked this up recently, and if you saw my Lost vlog, which was my last video, right there, I actually mentioned this book because I got it at the bookstore. You guys saw me get it at the bookstore, and that is Caraval by Stephanie Gerber. I think this is gonna be the perfect Halloween read. It's got a mysterious vibe to it, and it's got this creepy game show circus type feel. So definitely going to be needing that in my life. If you don't know anything about this book, Neither do I, so I can't help you there. All I know about this story is that it's about two girls that get into this really exclusive circus performance that comes to town, and the audience participates. They end up being thrown right into the mix, and that's what this story is about. They don't really know what's real and what's part of the show, and I'm definitely feeling this cover. Let me tell you. So yeah, hopefully can get to this one. It's high on my priority list. So those are basically all the books that I'm definitely wanting to get to, but if I have extra time, I have some books lined up. And the first one is The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins, which is a psychological thriller. My guess is that it's going to be a story with a narrator you can't really trust, which I am in love with. I didn't know that it was something that I like to read, but I definitely do. So hopefully I can get to this. There's also a movie, so maybe I'll be watching that one too and tweeting about it. Follow me on Twitter. Just kidding. But I honestly have no idea what this book is about, and I'm fine with that. I feel like that's how you kind of have to go into the story. So yeah. And the last book that I'm really hoping I could get to this month is Jacoby by William Ritter. It's set in the 1800s too, in the later 1800s, but still. I don't know, I guess I just get that old-timey historical vibe when I'm in a Halloween mood. So anyway, this book, if you don't know, follows a girl that is a new assistant for Jacoby, an investigator. So it's like historical fiction and fantasy tied into one. What more could you ask for? Even the blurb on the front says, Sherlock Holmes crossed with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I should watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer this week. Revolutionary ideas are happening up here, you guys. I don't know what's gonna pop up in this book, but I'm excited to find out. So those are all the things that I have going on this month, if I can even do all of them. I wouldn't trust myself to say that I can, but we're gonna try to do as much as we can. So make sure you're subscribed to me so you can see all my updates. Make sure you're following me on Twitter, Instagram. I'm gonna be doing so much social media this month, and I could not be more excited. So make sure you're following me. I hate to say that, but it'll be a fun time. So yeah, that's all I have for this video today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! I'm gonna try to pop up as best as I can. I can't get I'm gonna, okay, anyway. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar. Basically, all I know is it's about the quarterly book club of the quarter. Book of the quarter.